Welcome to MetroFanTV. We are here with Tom. Unbelievable game today. We get a third Shield in 6 years. Just an absolute domination of a season. Tom, how do you feel overall about the game?
We started off in the first half. Everyone had a kind of brooding feeling this was Chivas 2.0. We were watching the Chivas game all over again. We saw Derek take a penalty, and Sasha's a cop because he knocked out which way he was going, so fuck Sasha Kleshman forever. I led that bus. But second half, we saw a team that got focused, went in the locker room, heard something and knew what they needed to do. They came out and they battered the doors down. Shout out Derek redeeming himself forever. Nice goal, and we really started to put the game. We didn't even time waste. We just dominated them for the 90 minutes. Especially in the end, we had the Dwyer, this awful man in MLS, Dom Dwyer, kept chirping, kept trying to get those offsides calls, never fell for it, just like unlike last game. Took him down, got revenge.
So speaking of Derek, you've criticized, fairly enough, Derek a lot this season. And in the first half, you know, look, he messed up. It was too cute of a run up to that penalty, and he goofed, but he did redeem himself. Do you feel? What do you feel this represents in his career at this point, as far as kind of how this whole season has gone, where he's kind of almost been there, he almost did it again this game, but then he finally puts it together, he comes out in the second half, and he gets the only goal.
It's been an art for Derek. He started off this year by he's been put into more of the reserve striker role. Today, obviously, he was playing for both Danny and Tchaikovsky, both on the bench. Tchaikovsky not even 18, I believe. This was Derek in his ideal position. I do think he might have a ceiling with us. He's produced in big moments. He's been asked to step up. This goal was a big thing for confidence when it was at 0. After that penalty miss, for the rest of the first half, Derek looked a shade of himself. He looked very nervous, quite just jumpy at every ball. He showed a lot of stuff that we've been critiquing him. We've been asking for. Derek, just give it to us. Show us something that we can believe more in you, besides just you show up a few minutes and make a good hustle plays. Big game for him. Would have liked to see it earlier. It's the last game of the regular season. I still think he has a big role to play in the playoffs going forward.
Speaking of the playoffs, this is another game where it could have gone better, right? But they do what they had to do and they found a way to win. Again, what does this game do for you in terms of your confidence going into the playoffs? Do you feel a little worried because we played so kind of poorly against a shitty team, or does it give you more confidence that they again found a way to win in a big moment?
Found a way to win. There was worries. There's always going to be worries when we play in East, that every team in this Eastern Conference hates us. So every team's going to give it their 100% when they play us. We've seen that all year. We saw that how we dominated the league this year. We're going to get every team's best. And that makes me feel better, because when we're playing good teams, when teams think they can punch us in the mouth, we slug them. We knock them to the canvas, 1, 2, 3. This game gave me more confidence for the playoffs. This team has been winners. They've proven this year. We made it to semifinals. We only lost on a stupid mistake. We're a team that's built for success. It's been a building block that started with this stadium, with this system, going from the PDLs, winning the NPSL Championship 2013. Sean Davis was on that team. He's a backbone player. We've moved into USL. We're dominating at every single level of professional soccer in the United States of America. The rest of the continent's scared of us. And that you see that from Orlando. You saw it from Atlanta. We mentally dominated them. We're the team that dominates mentally anymore. We're not a fringe team sneaking into the playoffs in a 10-team league. We're the big dogs now. We're coming. Everyone else should be afraid.
Best in North America. MetroFanTV signing out.